what is going on? Okay, so today we got a battle rap. Oh, and it's against this guy named One Lyfe. I'm really excited about it. I really hope I nail it. I think I'm going to. Last night I did my very first podcast, which would have been great to have you there for behind the scenes. I wasn't fucking thinking, dumbass. But you might have been busy. That was 4:20. Anyways, in a phone call, this guy named Midas, who's kind of a respected, you know who Midas is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he called me, right? And he's like, Terry, call me. And I was in Minneapolis at the time, and he's like, so I snuck away and called him, and he said he wanted to do a podcast. So I'm thinking, shit. You know, we were talking about life is dope, how, you know, I didn't want to say, if I do this, man, there's like certain topics that are off topic. Like, I'm not going to make myself a spectacle again, and, you know, you can wait for the album or the book, you know what I mean? And he's like, oh, no. I want you to be a part of the podcast. I want you to, like, host it with me. I was like, shut up. So, but he was being serious. He was dead serious. And, are you dressed?
No,
Okay.
I'm down here.
I don't know if yours is as comfortable as me. I had to ask this guy if it's okay if I had a towel on.
No, I
Anyways.
know. I would have been like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Anyways, back to the lecture at hand. So, it's with me, Monty Jonesy. He's like the comedian. Apparently, I'm the content. And Midas is like the comedian and the content as well. So, we brought in this guy named YD from Miami. Apparently, he's got some songs with like Birdman and Yo Gotti and Rick Ross and stuff. I listened to his music, was not impressed. I was really kind of pissed. Yeah, I was mad. I had all kind of questions to ream this asshole. And I come to find out of all the stereotypes that he fucking broke. And I was like hoping that I wasn't being too, you know, open on set. I didn't want to come off as like a racist asshole. I was addressing the stereotypes that do exist in, like, when it comes to Southern rappers. You know, how they mumble rap, they don't have a lot of content, they're not conscious, they're idiots, they're stupid. And in fact, he was incredibly intelligent, and I almost cried during the interview. I had to keep it together. It's like, don't cry on your first podcast, Terry. Come on, hold your emotions together. But then he was like, no, you should have. Then I would have cried. We all would have cried. So it was a great thing. Then they had another clothing line come out. His name is Law Willis. I'm going to say it's Albert Apparel. I think that's what it is. It took me forever to get it. I still can't get it. He was really dope. The clothing is fucking sick. The thing is called Doobie Club TV. And I just thought, wow, people really think I'm that cool to invite me to be a part of this? And it just made me feel really good. At first I was skeptical, but, you know, there are really some good people in this industry that recognize you for your talent, and when they want to be a part of it with you, it just makes me feel like, wow, I must be moving forward and doing something right, you know? Then after that, I went to the Redman show. Dawn had never been to a Redman show before, and we get front row, screaming and all kind of stuff, had a great ass time. It was one of the best concerts ever. I love going to see Redman. We get backstage. I spit for Method Man, and of all the bars I could have spit to him, I spit to him my first round for One Lyfe, and he's looking at me like, what the fuck is this bitch talking to? Because it's so aggressive and angry, you know? And they're looking at me like, what the fuck is she talking about? And after I was done, I was like, by the way, this is for a battle rap tomorrow. Then Redman walks in, and I was like, oh, shit, you missed it. So I'm like, you know, I get on, he's sitting on the couch, I'm all squatted down, and, you know, telling him about the podcast and how excited I was, and remember that time that you told me I was cute when I wanted to be a rapper? Yeah, I'll show you, man. I'll show you. And I gave him these CDs and stuff, and the song I did with Tech. I forgot hip-hop and Chinese food, but fuck, whatever. I told him to download him DatPiff. I invited him to the show, even though I know he was leaving today, but I was like, look, it's my event. I'm sponsoring it, and I'm battling on it, and I just got this clothing line in, and I'm performing on it too, you know? I'm so excited about it. I'm really, really, really excited. Then, fucking lose my keys in the goddamn Uber. I'm locked out of my house for 2 hours this morning. Snowing, so I'm on the stairs rapping to myself, practicing my bars, crying at the same time, like, I need sleep, I'm tired. Finally, the locksmith comes. I get like 3 hours of sleep. My fucking ex messages me with a bunch of bullshit. He wants me to have more time for him and fuck me in my battle raps. He's gonna screenshot stuff and send it to people. Talking about like what a racist I am and stuff, and so he's gonna blow up the fucking building, and I had to call the promoter and be like, you gotta keep this guy out of the vicinity. He looks like a, you know, anorexic, Cisco, an anorexic what is his name? What's that guy's name that played Dennis Rodman? He's got blue hair, tall, skinny kid. I think he's attractive. I'm not literally clowning him. I'm just trying to give a description. Like, I think he's pretty cute. But yeah, so that was going on. Then finally I called Forensic. He gave me some really good feedback, and Midas and everybody was going to come with YD and the whole Midas crew and Doobie Club, but they have to do the heat live at 5 o'clock, so they couldn't come, but they were actually going to come. And I'm going to rock 3 separate shirts. I'm going to rock the God's Gift, which is YD's shirt, and then I'm going to take it off in the second round. I'm going to have my Fuck the Cool Kids shirt on, and in the second round I'm going to take that off, and then I'll have the Doobie Club shirt on. So I'm like repping 3 clothing lines in one battle. So can you tell I am delirious? I'm living off of 3 hours of sleep and fucking espresso. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a really good fucking year. This is going to be my year where I make these connections. I form better interactions and valuable, positive vibes with people that are really going to be in my corner, and I can be there for them. They can be there for me. My daughter's going to be proud. My mom's going to be proud, and I really think I'm on my way to really being what I'm supposed to be, and then I can start helping other people be what they're supposed to be after where I get to where I'm going, you know? So I feel like this is good, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think this is good?
It is good.
This is really good. This is really good. I'm a little nervous, but wouldn't you be nervous? Would you be nervous or no?
Yeah.
You would be? Okay. Oh, man. Can I practice real quick?
323.
Yeah, absolutely.
3:23? Okay. We actually, he said we don't have to be there till 4:20.
Oh, okay.
He said he can get there for 4:20, and this gentleman probably can't, they're going to film my battle anyways, so if he can't be there, they don't really need, I mean, it'd be great to have a second camera angle, but I'd rather get this behind the scenes stuff first. I mean, if anything, just because it was really dope. Like, if you would have been there last night to see all that should have been dope.
Yeah.
Say hi, Dawn. Come on, you look fine. Get in the camera.
No.
God, she's such a.
What
but last
are you
night.
using gel for?
I wasn't using gel. Was it yours?
Maybe
I can use gel. What do I need gel for?
I know. I thought that was
Who knows?
Okay, so I'm gonna practice to you, which I think is great. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Since you're not gonna get to see it today.
For sure.
All right, great. Let's go. How are we doing this? Here we go. All right. Now I'll admit this is only my second battle, but after a thin line, wouldn't you know it, I became friends with my opponent. Avatar and I's vibe was super high, so one night he hit my line to relay a message to you that One Lyfe, your Uber's outside. Now this could have been true, it could have been a plot. Like, let's see if she's an intellectual, just another mile-high thought, why not? But either way, I won't lose my train of thought. Like, how can this battle rap game be a gain and not another lesson lost? Cause bitch, I'm gifted in case you accidentally forgot. And yes, I like to cuddle, but you'll never hit this box. In the dark, my kitten is a silhouetted box. Then antagonize my struggle and your journey will tip off into the now that's never not, into the beast that retreats underneath the song that never fucking stops. If I had a mic, it would drop. If you had a life, it would flop. But only one of us got balls and your spike is hanging teardrops. Now, J Money may have fucked me, but I heard he fucked your mom. But she don't refer to him as daddy. She calls him Uncle Tom. So I guess if I were you, I too would be dropping N-bombs. And thanks to these Neanderthals fucking on their relatives and their relations, the radio station is now turned on to the wavelengths of molestations. Only my daddy never raped me. He just didn't want black men dating me. And that was the formula that pushed me to the cure of jungle fever. That black nation that put me on to something bigger. But I guess you and I have both pulled that trigger, getting too comfy around black folks, thinking it's okay to use the term. You gonna say it tonight? I'll say it for you. The N-word. And this is for my One Lyfe and all my whites who fancy themselves black, like their parents had sex with the lights on. And for these cushion coffin jokers who only clipping on the keyboards that they type on. I'ma settle this white superiority shit quite simply, flipping the N-word to a phrase that sounds quite nifty. You leaving no scars, your bars are now Nala. You lying like you king, you better bow down to Allah. You'll never be Mufasa, the jungle, or Simba. And if you don't know, now you know, Linda. I'm gonna chest poke him. What do you think of that?
That was amazing.
That was amazing. Yeah, that was, hang on a second, I just gotta adjust this. As I just slammed the door in your face.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Let me get the mascara going, and then I'll talk about the second round in a second.
Now you gotta do it in Spanish.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Can you imagine battle rapping in Spanish? Ah, shit.
That'd be amazing, though.
I don't think I can roll my R's. That's the one hard part that I have when it comes to stuff like that is rolling my R's. I can't roll my R's. I mean, I probably could if I practiced long enough, but when you don't grow up with that accent, it's very hard to imitate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me get to, where the fuck? Sorry, I don't mean to curse at you. I'm not cursing at you, by the way. That's more shit. You need a little sparkle going. Okay. Get a sparkle, and then we'll get a little bit of mascara, and we'll move on to the second round. What time is it? You have to leave by 4, right?
7.
You leave by 4?
I'm gonna try to get out of here at 4, yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So I'll just practice the next 2 rounds, and then you can go. How about that?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Here we are.
How do you remember all that stuff?
Oh, repetition is the father of learning.
But how many times do you have to do it?
Shit, a lot. And I gotta listen to it too. I record it, and then I listen to it, and then I just practice it, and practice it, and practice it until it's down, you know? All right. All right. God, scary here. All right. So I hear they call you One Life. Well, that's a surprise. Why not Jordan Slaver, the master to these haters? No, I'm just kidding. One Life. Let me tell you about that one time that I was ever offended in regards to battle rap bars. It was in the words of Avatar. He said, fuck it, she's a hella whore, and to hit this bitch's G-spot, a motherfucker would have to teleport. He said, fuck a Terry Legato, her pussy's hairy and hollow, enough to carry a bottle, a fucking cherry Moscato. Now that hurt. Wanna know why? Because after being a prostitute for 10 years, you'll suffer from what's called cervical displacement, but you've been rapping how long? You should consider lyrical rearrangement. For your delusional derangements, because you stepped into this ring expecting some preliminary engagement, you claim to be a vet, but you're as fresh as the day is long. I bet your semen tastes like the water in my bong. I bet you like to jerk off to 12-year-old blondes that got caught by your mom, pacifier munching your sister's crusty-ass thongs. Well, they're gonna laugh at that point. We're all gonna laugh. We're gonna laugh. Okay, we're gonna go on. But I'm not God. I'm not here to tell you what you've done wrong, except for the fact that you gotta get piss-ass drunk just to begin to write a rap song. I heard Avatar wrote your bars, so I expected to hear something filthy like the comedy coming out of Bob Saget's mouth, but the only thing that you're cooking up is a discount at the Full Faggot Bathhouse. But that's okay. It's no need to be ashamed. It's kind of brave to step out of the closet now, but you ain't even got enough taint to write home about. And even your gay homies turned straight when they poked you in the roundabout. And so you thought you could beat me, but you forgot one thing, that condoms were the wrong gloves to bring to this ring. You should give it up because this battle rap realm is not where you belong, so why don't you do us all a favor and write me a fucking country song? Time. Okay. Yeah! What do you think of that?
That's amazing.
Like, what do you think? I'm such a dork. What do you think of that? Like, okay, let's not do that during the battle, okay?
Yeah. Get all that out now.
Yeah. Okay, good. They can't make me laugh, otherwise it's not believable. You know what I mean? Even though it is fucking funny. It is hilarious. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay to laugh.
Yeah. How we doing on time? Was it 3:40?
3:29. 2 minutes
good.
later.
Okay, 2 minutes later, you just did a 2-minute round, you bitch. It feels like an eternity. When you're rapping that shit and you're trying to get it out, you're like, man, I hope I don't slip. I hope I don't slip. Say this shit, say that shit, hit, hit, hit. It's like when you're done, you're like, yes, but it felt like forever. It felt like forever.
Is there supposed to be like a time limit on it? Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
supposed to
You can't go over 2 minutes. Like they say a minute and a half, but really like with people interrupting and shit, it goes about 2 minutes
Gotcha.
per round. And they started letting people do that because obviously people had more to say. You know what I mean? But I hear like if you go over 2 minutes and you're like really harping on someone, like you're really killing them, they'll be like, okay, you're done. You know what I mean? Like that's enough shit talking. We can only accept this for like a couple more minutes, and you know we're done talking shit. God damn it, done talking shit about each other now. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, one more time. Hang on, let me adjust this. All right. This one I'm gonna slow it down just a tad bit, okay? Here we go. All right. You've been given one life and it's sporadic. Squeezed into one moment of a battle rap round, now that's pathetic. You got music that no one's fucking heard, and I bet you're coming at me with a regurgitated verse and top it off with a couple of personals and innuendos that you have found. This ain't no circus, but you still acting like a clown. But no one cares about you, so let's talk about me now. In this game, my only mistake was not to monetize my intellectual property, which would have been ideal. See, I had no idea that these rapping fucks would lie on what they deal, like stealing my ideas. Let me give you an example. Ever been to 2nd and Federal and seen that giant hip-hop mural? You may have seen it placed in a Bone Thugs Twitter page, and even though I didn't paint it, I damn sure paid for it, and bitch, that was my idea. And these homegrown cats racking they slack backs, stealing what others feel. You know how many local rappers I have put on? Ain't got no credit for my ideas? Moving forward, it was anarchy, world war. You and I were sitting at the bar discussing the angles that I gave you. I was winning on your field. I was faking a J Money truce, and even that shit was my idea. Now, I may be known as the Lindsay Lohan of rap, but your bars are confined to solitary. Your notepad is no man's land. I'm like an Emmy Award actress. My lines are always ready. My bars are extra heavy. You're like an overstuffed grocery bag. Hold you from the bottom so your seam don't split. You better lay off that poison so your spleen don't shit and continue this messy business, bitch, and you'll never be legit. You treat this like a cul-de-sac when you know it's a fucking block, because your bars are like the finger to my trigger and they'll get you fucking shot, Linda. Some say I have a mental illness, but I just call it a gift so you can stay up out my lanes or have Avatar call you a lift. I remember the days I couldn't give away a blowjob. I had braces and some pimples all in knots. And now your 5 fans are standing here, jaw dropped. There's some simples all in shock. You can spit all these bars, but you're still not saying shit. So after I win this shit, you want to come with me to Joyner Lucas tonight? Because you and I can confidently say I'm not racist. But hip-hop knows that you ain't got yourself no security and no plans to be something other than what you are. You're scarred from the culture that you couldn't fucking spar, much less be up to par. The principles of chaos is where I suggest you start, and if you don't know what that is, you could just call it a fucking bar. Time. Look at your face. What did you think of that?
That's good. It's great.
Yeah, you gotta slow some stuff down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good speed.
Yeah, that was a good speed.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good speed. So, I kind of like the rapping fast a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that shows my skill. You know what I mean? It shows I can actually rap. You know? Whereas
Yeah.
the last one, it was just like me kind of talking like I was better than him. You know? Because I was talking so slow that it wasn't like actual rap. You know what I mean? So I think the first 2 rounds is great. You still get what I'm doing, and there's more aggression behind it, to where now it's like believable. I'm not gonna get up in his face. I'm gonna get close to him. That's why I wasn't looking at that camera. I was looking myself in the eyes, because that's about as like nerve-wracking as you can get, is looking at yourself. If I can look at myself in the eye and say this shit and believe it, then I can look at him and do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, that's that. Wish me luck. The next battle after this one is May 4th against this Joe Cool guy from Atlanta. That's in 2 weeks, May 4th. If you're available, let me know. We can do more stuff like this.
For sure.
Wish me luck. I love you,
Yeah,
Aaliyah.
good
I love Aaliyah, my daughter. I love my mom. Body Bag Battles. Doobie Club TV. YD, Miami, God's Gift. And Denver, Colorado. And I love my best friend, Dawn. She's the best. Bye, guys. We'll see you later.